everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young. I cannot believe this is today and tomorrow are my last two shows in September of 2024. What a nice, great year it's been. Now in my 15th year, and we're doing another, sorry about that. We're doing another musical show today near Nashville, Murfreesboro, Tennessee, with a brotherly duo of musicians called Root Road, John and Nathanael Gilkes. But before we get to them, we're gonna see a music video about halfway through the show. But first, we've got to read off these awesome underwriters, and then we will commence per usual. So we have Brian's Barbershop in Kingston. We have the Riverside Cafe in Wareham. They're open 6 days a week, 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. And they have DoorDash delivery, and they make the best breakfast from Boston to the Cape. Closed Wednesdays. We have Dave's Automotive, good old Dave's Automotive, right up the road here on Route 58 in Hanson. We have Jeffrey's Horse and Hounds up the road, down the road, I should say, in Carver, also on Route 58. Quality use tax, saddles, equipment, show clothing, essentials, and gifts for the horse, hound, and human. We have the Wareham House of Pizza in Wareham. We have New England Floorscapes in Middleborough. We have Pal's Driving School in Middleborough setting up classes for February. We have a new one, the Stonebridge Bar and Grill in Onset. They have waterfront dining, 3 bars, and very great atmosphere, indoor and outdoor seating, and depending on the weather. We have the auto shop with Master Mechanic Ed Rooney in Hanover. We have DNS Auto Works and Collision Specialists in Abington on Route 58, also right up the road in Abington. And we have Salon Giovanni in Marshfield. I want to thank you guys very much. And now officially, John and Nathanael, how you doing? Tell me which one is which, would you please?
I'm Nathanael.
And I'm John.
Okay. Oh, good. Okay. And you guys are a duo. When you were referred to me by Lindy Loops, who was a musical guest on my show a couple of weeks ago. She did a killer job.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I know you guys are going to do a killer job. Now, have you collaborated with her at all?
Yeah. She's really just a fun writer and musician to collaborate with. And we've actually got a bunch of ideas. We're still kind of coming around to finishing them, but she's just really a delight. She's awesome and a great songwriter and artist. So yeah, a lot of respect for Lindy Loops.
Yeah, good. Yeah, me too. And she turns out she was actually she went to high school with me, but I didn't know her then. That was a long time ago. Doesn't seem that long though. All right. Well, but her show is done, and now I'm interviewing you guys. So what I do with everybody, you guys, I'm going to profile each of you. So are you twins, first of all?
No, we're brothers though.
I know you're brothers. All right. Yeah. I'm guessing John's slightly older. He just looks a little older.
I think it's the beard.
Well, it's just I don't know. I'm guessing early 30s, late 20s in that range.
I like you. You're very kind.
Oh, you're older than that? Okay. Well, I'm turning 65 next Thursday, so I guess everybody looks like a kid to me now, almost. And that's not so old anymore, though. There are plenty of people that are living, well into the hundreds range. All right. Well, now, did you grow up in the Nashville area, Murfreesboro, Tennessee? You said, right?
Nah, we actually grew up in Ohio, near Cleveland. It's a place called Lorain, Ohio. That's where we, spent high school and elementary school, all that. We grew up there, and our parents still live out there, and we have a sister that lives out there too. So yeah.
But how did you guys get started in music?
Well, I mean, that's kind of been a lifelong thing. Our father, before he started having kids, was actually a touring musician. And when the time came for him to decide whether or not he was going to do it anymore, he did stop and then just continued to raise us with music all around us, provided us with instruments, taught us vocals. He's still very much involved from a background capacity and management. They've been very, very, very much a part of what we do, and just continue to encourage us to keep going.
Yeah, and we got a lot of inspiration from our older siblings and stuff too, because they're in a band in the '80s, and we used to listen to them practice and stuff. Be like, man, that's cool. And our dad.
You guys must have, if you were alive in the '80s, you must have been babies, or pretty young.
Yeah, we were.
Wow. Okay. Now, see, I wouldn't have thought. That's what I'm saying. I would have figured you were both at least born in the '90s. But okay, all right. Well, so now you guys you're just a duo yourselves, but are you in other bands as well, or have you ever been? And if let's cover those first, and then we'll then we'll hear your music video. So talk about any previous bands, if any, that you've been in. If not, that's fine.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, John's been in a few bands. This is really the only band I've been in.
Okay.
but you could say, talk about that a little bit.
I mean, it's kind of silly to say because, I mean, most anything that I've been involved with has always had some sort of family member involved. So, I mean, they were all kind of different iterations of, what we've come to be today. But yeah, outside of that, no, we've been pretty locked into working with family.
Just the two of you. Well, yeah, but what about other family members too? Did you say that you have older siblings that you perform with as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We used to all sing together sometimes for like community events and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of interesting. It was something that we would do quite a bit, and we wouldn't always want to do it, but we'd do it. But we would all sing different parts and do harmonies and all that kind of stuff.
Well, and that too is it also gave us an opportunity to cut our teeth in front of other people. It got us used to performing in front of large audiences. Sometimes it was 2 people, sometimes it was 2,000. I mean, but the thing is it allowed us to, well, I mean, we were part of a community in Northern Ohio that, gave us different platforms to play in front of. I mean, we would do, events at a church, and sometimes we do corporate events. And those things were really great opportunities for us to grow as performers. And, we even did a songwriting competition, which we didn't necessarily win, but the things that we learned from that competition really went into the music that you're hearing today. Stuff that we can connect with and whatnot. And we really allowed that. We really ran with some of the information that we were given as feedback in those.
Okay, when you did these competitions, was this like a battle of the bands featuring you guys and your siblings?
No, it was just us.
Okay. How many siblings do you have?
There's 7 of us total.
Yeah, 7.
Like the Jacksons almost.
Almost.
Wow. Okay. Now all boys, girls too?
There were 5 boys and 2 girls.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you've all sung together in certain instances, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay, I mean, when I say certain instances, I mean you perform together, right? In certain venues.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
And then sometimes we did sing together on road trips in the car.
So, how long have you been in? Now, I've never been in the state of Tennessee. You're not too far from Nashville, right?
It's about 30 minutes or so.
Yeah, right. That's not far. It's like from Brockton, Mass, where I live, to Boston. All right, So, so when did you? I assume. I'm not assuming. I'm going to find out. Did you move out there to enhance your career to the Nashville area?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, and when did you move out there? How long ago?
It was probably like 2009. I'm guessing.
2008.
15 years. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you moved a year before me, and So
okay. And your family's still back in what did you say? Lerner, Ohio? What's the name of the town?
Oh, Lorain, Ohio.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got it. All right. And they're still there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. And all right. Now, as far as performances, as far as when you moved to Nashville, tell me about I mean, you've been. How did you come up with the name Root Road? First of all,
that's the street we grew up on in Lorain. Is Root Road. So yeah,
okay.
We brought a little bit of home with us.
I guess you did. Okay. And what would you classify your genre of music as?
I would say rock. That's kind of what our sound is. It's kind of changed in the past. It was a little bit more kind of like maybe soulful, maybe a little bit of an R&B.
R&B, right? I was thinking too. But you guys, as I sit here and talk to you, I definitely sense some R&B. There's definitely some R&B going on.
Yeah, it's a little bit, but yeah, like it's more kind of rock now. We just kind of just tapped into some of the bands that we really like to listen to, like Zeppelin and
and then like the heavy metal stuff, more of the heavy metal than before, right?
Well, it's not quite heavy metal. I would say it's just rock, So it's not. We're not doing like really intricate guitar solos or anything like this. You're
more like I don't know, like Bob Seger, like a little Bob Seger, who's not really heavy metal, but he's melodic, but he's also he can be intense with his music as well, right?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? On that note, guys, we're just about halfway through the show already, and we're going to watch a music video from Root Road. and we're going to find out. And then when we see the music video, we'll know exactly what the genre is, or we'll be able to at least
right.
call it see it or hear it. So
let it talk for itself.
Okay, so without further ado, stay tuned, and we'll be right back to talk about that awesome video from Root Road. Oh, guys, that was great. Tell me what we just watched.
Yeah, so I've been kind of dabbling in animation a lot, and there was an animated video that I did, and I wanted something, the character to kind of represent the sound that we had. and it was
Okay.
kind of like this beast, like this Sasquatch looking sort of monster.
Oh,
And that was he kind of like has my vocals, throughout it. But I think the song is just about like, wanting to be accepted, wanting to be loved, being misunderstood sometimes, like the Sasquatch creature was. But that's okay. Rejection happens, and there's
okay,
always going to
brother.
be somebody else out there for you that can identify with you and loves you for who you are. So that's what the video and the song is basically about.
That's
So
sweet. Okay. All right. So this you have a whole different angle now. Now, as far as like producing your music videos, do you guys do the editing yourselves, and do you have help? Do you have help, or how does that go? You
oh
do.
well, the recording of the music was Paul David, and
Okay.
he's a producer in Nashville, and he produces from his home.
Okay.
And great guy. Like he just knew exactly what we were thinking, what we wanted to do. And he was super great at doing the editing and recording and producing. And
Okay.
really collaborated with us on the structure of the songs as well. But yeah, Paul David Music. If anybody's in Nashville or is looking to record in Nashville, look him up. He's like done music for We Are Family.
Sister Sledge.
Yeah, Sister Sledge.
Oh wow. Sledge,
yeah,
1979.
yeah,
Wow, I remember that very well.
yeah, he's in,
Wow. So he's well. If he was around that long ago, he's probably not a kid.
well, no, he's not a kid. But he kind of, I think he produced like a remix of the song for Sister Sledge, and
He's also played guitar live for them
yeah,
too.
right.
So
hmm
that's
Okay.
his.
Okay. I want to tell me about as far as the visuals for your videos. Do you do the editing? And if so, how did you
Yeah.
learn to do it?
Yeah, I just took it, in stride. I just tried to figure it out as I went along. And with that one, I just, there's a combination of YouTube and then trial and error. You just
Oh yeah.
you try a new program and just work out the kinks. So that's what I did. Took me a little while. It took me a year to do the video, but
Wow. Totally worth it though.
yeah, I think so.
I know. Absolutely.
I'm glad I did it.
I'm glad you did it too. It was fantastic. Tell me about your education. Where did you guys go to school anywhere for music? And if so, where?
Yeah, not for music. I just got an associate's degree, and I had a
College. All right. What college did you get that at? At the associate's degree?
it was at Lorain County Community College.
Okay.
And yeah, they had some really great teachers there. And I also had a really great choir teacher too. Taught me a lot about just harmonies and things like that. So
Okay.
yeah, Nancy. Yeah, she's really cool. But yeah, John, you can kind of talk about.
Yeah, you tell me about. How about you, John? Where did you go, if anywhere?
Well, I did. I went to LCCC also, which is Lorain County Community College. But I also was able to do complete my 4-year degree through Kent State, which Kent was associated with LCC through their course equivalency program and whatnot. So I actually never had to go to the Kent State campus. I actually did it all at the LCC campus. But yeah, I got a degree in business management there. So Nathanael got the arts degree and I got the business degree, and I'm the one that kind of handles the business side of Root Road, whereas Nathanael does a lot of the, media, the visual media, the audio and all that. So kind of working with each other in that regard.
That's great. As far as like media, speaking of media, how much media coverage have you gotten so far? I mean, have you gotten on TV down there or anywhere else? Have you gotten on the radio?
Yeah.
Tell me about some of those deals that you've gotten.
Sporadically, like we haven't really consistently always been like on the, we did play for was it the news?
Oh, Fox 17.
Yeah.
Here in Nashville, we did.
That was a few years back.
Yeah, but that's Fox. That's a Fox is all over the country.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So what did you played on the morning? You played on their morning news show. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
We did. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Well, thank you. But yeah, we've done a lot of different stuff. I mean, we've done things at the local level. We've also kind of broke out. We've done some radio, like in Pennsylvania and some of the other areas. With this new single coming out, we haven't quite heard yet where it's going to be broadcasted, but we've got our fingers and toes crossed that we'll get some additional radio coverage and terrestrial radio for the song. The big thing too is we're pushing for streaming as well, which that's kind of the more lower hanging fruit. It's a little more accessible for indie artists. But we're hoping to be able to get some bigger exposure with the release of this song as well.
Yeah, we're doing an interview with you, Harrison.
That's right. Yeah,
you can't get better exposure than that, obviously. Yeah. And believe me, it's and when I hear things like how you performed on on the news station in Nashville. I mean you can't. Well, as far as all right. Speaking of traveling, though, have you traveled to other parts of the country to perform as well? In addition to
there. Yeah. We haven't really hit the road in the classical sort of sense of touring, but we've done like shows at different places. Like we went to was it South Carolina?
Forest City, North Carolina.
Oh, North Carolina. Yeah.
We've been
the birth state, the holy state.
Yeah. We've been to the Chicago area, Illinois. Of course, we've done some Ohio stuff. And I think that's been the breadth of our.
Well, and then also Kentucky.
Kentucky, that's right. Yeah, we've done Kentucky, which is pretty much next door.
Yeah, but we haven't done like the whole tour bus thing. We just kind of for conferences or for like community events, we've kind of gone out and played in different areas, or we're opening for somebody, So that was always good experience.
Absolutely. If you opened for anyone I might have heard of, just wanted to make sure. If not, that's fine. But obviously you're in the mix. But you tell me.
Well, I mean, I had mentioned we did a music competition years ago.
Right.
That wound us up at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for the finals, so we got to do that, which was cool.
Yeah, that was like when I was in high school.
Yeah, no, but I mean, it was an experience nonetheless.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, we played in Memphis, and I don't even remember where that was.
It was a church.
Yeah. But I mean, it was Memphis is kind of a neat little stop. It's a pretty area. I mean, you get to see the Mississippi River and all that, which is pretty cool. But
yeah, I don't know if we rubbed shoulders with anybody that or not. Was that what you're asking?
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I just want, because sometimes, like for instance, like a few months ago, I had a country and western art. Now you wouldn't be familiar with Caden Gordon, would you? You know who he is? Oh yeah, no, you wouldn't be, because that's not your kind of music. He just represents country and western artists, and you're not, and you don't do any of that, right? Don't do any of that. You're in Nashville, which is where it's big. Okay. Well, the reason I'm asking is because I did have a girl on my show who told me she opened for Charlie Daniels many years ago. So I always find out if anybody, because you don't find this stuff out until you ask people up front, like I'm now.
Oh, yeah.
And that, and as great as that is, I mean, even opening for somebody huge doesn't, totally still underscores what you've accomplished on your own. It obviously is great to do it, but you want to get to the point where other people are opening for you, and I expect you will. And whatever you do, it's just got to have fun with it. Right. Now, I also want to know, have you ever done anything else in entertainment? You ever done any acting? Have you ever done any, stand-up comedy, anything like that? You guys come across as like you have sort of a comedic impression. You give me a little too. Have you ever applied that in any way at all? Tell me.
I haven't really I mean, in high school we were in musicals and stuff like that. But like as far as a career, John actually was in a lawyer commercial.
Oh God!
With also another one of our brothers. And it was for
Bart Durham.
Yeah, Bart Durham. Yeah. But it was really funny. It was
Is he in a neck brace? I picture him in a neck brace suing somebody in the commercial.
Yeah. Well, the thing was, there was like a story about somebody who was in a Zumba class. And so they were part of the class, like they were dancing, and my sister actually choreographed the video. And it's great stuff. I love it. It makes me smile each time I see it.
Yeah, it's probably funny. Yeah, lighthearted commercial. Doing a Zumba class. Okay. And you got to apply your own musical talent as well, right? Because you were dancing.
Sure. Yeah. I don't know if we're really dancers or not. But...
Well, I tell you what, if it came between the two of us, Nathanael would be the one that would be the dancer. I can't dance to save my life. I can play guitar. And I can keep rhythm with one foot, but as far as everything else, I'm in trouble.
Oh, it's all right. I mean, you guys spell each other beautifully, and and on that note, we're now we're in the final 5 minutes of the show. I hope you had fun talking to me.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I hope you covered it. Yeah, thank you, and I hope we covered as much about you guys as as I try to do with everybody. So, a couple of things. First of all, because we're in the final 5 minutes, I want you to look at your computer there. Give shout out to a bunch of people. They don't have to be everybody. We'll just condense them. and then we'll wrap the show up with my snap in the way we began it. So go ahead and family members back in Ohio or whatever, friends.
Yeah, mom and dad, and Angie and Chrissy and Ernie and Joe and Anthony and all of our nieces and nephews, and we love you guys, and we love who else you got?
Well, gosh, all the spouses. You got Jennifer and Missy and Annabella and Laura, definitely Sean and Greg. We just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, and Lindy Luke.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She's so excited to see this. Yeah. Okay. I assume you just named you probably named your whole group of siblings just now, right?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, that's all right. Now, is there anything coming up on the horizon for you guys that you want to mention real quick that you might overlook? I just want to make sure you don't miss anything. If not, that's fine. But I ask everybody this at the end of my shows.
Sure. If you like that music video and the song, we're going to be releasing one song a month, and
wow.
You can get in touch with us on Facebook at Root Road on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
And so we'll be posting. We have like behind the scenes videos about the making of the song, and so that's something to look forward to every month until we get the whole entire album out. So we're just doing one song at a time. But tune in if you like what you hear. There's more coming.
And by the time this recording is aired, our new song "I Want Your Love" will have been out. So definitely check it out. You can stream it on anywhere, wherever you stream music: Spotify, Amazon, Apple, whatever. Just look up Root Road and "I Want Your Love." You'll see a big Sasquatch face on there.
It seems to be your visual credo, I guess, right?
Yeah, I think for each song it'll be different. We'll have like something to kind of represent each song.
You obviously know how to animate. That's incredible. I mean, that's a gift. I mean, I couldn't do it, and I don't know many people that can. But when it's done well, it can really be incredible to deal with, to enjoy and take in.
It's definitely something fun to do, and I think as I just go along, I'll learn more and get better at it. So I'm just that's kind of how I approach things. I just go for it. I just try it, even if I don't know exactly what I'm doing, and then just kind of work it out some kind of way.
Yeah, I know. That's right. You make it happen, and you guys have been great. Now, if you know anybody that you think might be a great guest for my show, you have my digits. Feel free to give them to anybody, and we'll get them on either in Zoom or in person, and that'd be it. Now, one last favor I'm going to ask. We're going to wrap the show up in a minute. Will you stick around and my tech guy take a pic for Facebook, and I'll tag you in it, and you can tag me too if you want.
Sure. Can we dance with you on the last part of the song?
Absolutely. But you can dance.
All right, let's do it.
Now, just so you know, it's a good thing you're doing a Zoom, because if you want, you can bang your table. If you were here, you bang the table, it would upset the CD that I got in the box.
All right. Well, we get the privilege of being able to be over here.
You're probably 1,200 miles away, so I don't think that's going to be a problem. All right, you ready to wrap this up the way we began it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, folks, wrapping up another great Topic Time episode. Signing off and snapping out.
The suspense.
Will it work?